And so Valentine's Day is that moment of the year where you got to kind of take a deep breath and take a pause from the rush of life and really celebrate us. Not that we don't celebrate each other the other 364 days, but it really gives us that special day to pause, slow life down, and think about us, and maybe even reflect upon and celebrate the blessing of marriage.
You're listening to the Favorite Marriage Podcast with Monty and Jeannine Mora, a place where you and your spouse can experience God's favor on your forever. Enjoy this week's episode of The Favorite Marriage.
Hey friends, welcome back to another episode of the Favorite Marriage Podcast. We are your host, Monty and Jeannine Mora. And this episode, Jeannine, is going to be about Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. Valentine's Day is just, 13 days away? Today's...
Yes.
Yep, 13 days away. So we wanted to record this podcast episode because we want to give you an opportunity to plan, prepare, and let this episode just simply be a reminder for those of you, particularly guys, who need a little bit of help planning this very special day. So
they just realized, the guys that are listening, how soon it is.
Like, what? Yes. Yeah. Okay.
We're in February? Yes, we are in February.
Valentine's Day comes with a lot of pressure. I think there's a lot of stress and pressure, mainly that guys feel, that men feel when it comes to this day, because the pressure to, am I going to purchase the gift? I got to plan the date where we're going to go, make a reservation. I got to go buy chocolates. And
not always the guy that does that.
I know, but I think historically the pressure of Valentine's Day really falls upon the guy. But you're not about the chocolates and date nights and roses, are you? After 30 years of marriage, what are you?
Yeah, no, never chocolates, never roses. No, buy me a lawnmower and a vacuum and I'm good.
Really?
No, you know me. I've always been that girly girl. Buy me a teddy bear even when I'm 35, and chocolates. Yeah, you never go wrong with chocolates, jewelry, all of it.
Yeah. So all of those are good. But thinking about Valentine's Day, what do you love about this special day, Valentine's Day? What do you enjoy about it?
I don't know. I think it's the time of year where love conquers all, I mean, like, we know that in Christ, God is love. We always say that. And we know we know that love conquers all in that sense. But when the world is looking towards love, it's our opportunity as Christians to really reflect that true love that we understand is God's love. And I love that part about Valentine's Day, because God is love. And I think for us as a married couple, and even having kids when they were young, it was just a fun thing to teach them about God's love. So I think for me, when the world turns their eyes towards love, and it's everywhere you look and everywhere you see it, we know where that originates from. Mm-hmm. And I just love that part. But yeah, of course, all of the other girly girl things, when you walk into Safeway and King Supers, now all you see is just balloons beyond balloons. I've always been a girl about balloons. I've always liked balloons, and like all the frills and thrills of Valentine's Day, the colors, the love is in the air, whole thing.
Stores know how to do it up.
Oh yeah,
I can say that. I mean, you walk in and
but they make it easy for you.
We talk about man pressure though. Like you'll walk in the store and see all these guys buying all this stuff, and like, should I get that for her? Well, he got that. Should I
put down that bouquet? Yeah. Let me get this bouquet. Yeah. Wait, he's walking away with 3 bouquets? Why does he have that? No, why
does he really have 3? Yeah. Just kidding.
Could be for his mom, for his daughter.
And the wife.
Yeah,
that's what I was inferring.
I'd hope so.
What I like about Valentine's Day is it gives a married couple a time to pause in the rush of life. Like you think about our life and maybe your life as you're hearing us today, and your life is just crazy, hair on fire, 100 miles an hour, trying to get things done in a New York minute, and rush, life, kids. And so Valentine's Day is that moment of the year where you got to kind of take a deep breath and take a pause from the rush of life and really celebrate us. Not that we don't celebrate each other the other 364 days, but it really gives us that special day to pause, slow life down, and think about us, and maybe even reflect upon and celebrate just the blessing of marriage. Like you talk about love, the blessing of our love, the blessing of our relationship. And for me, it's a time to slow things down and focus on us.
Yeah. And I know this is a marriage podcast, but it also is a time to not just reflect on the marriage, but like I mentioned before, is just also really raising that awareness, even in our family and our kids, about God's love.
Yeah. So Valentine's Day is pretty important, guys. So get ready. Again, you got 13 days.
You just put the pressure way back
and
on them again.
Counting. And maybe we can encourage couples in this episode to be creative with their Valentine's Day, instead of just the normal thing that you would normally do, that like the expectation, oh, he's just going to take me out on a dinner. We're going to go watch a love movie and then go home and have sex. I mean,
or not,
right?
It doesn't have to be.
It should be though. I mean, it could be, should I say.
There's that pressure. If we want to talk about pressure, guys have pressure. What about the women? We have pressure as well. It's like, he's going to take me out to dinner and he's going to buy me this and that. And especially depending on the value of the gift, it's like, I'm going to need to perform or give of myself, like, I know it sounded so bad, but
it's like a duty.
To some women it is.
Okay, so got a question for you, and this is totally random. This is not even scripted in our
Most
notes.
of our stuff isn't scripted.
If a husband gives his wife a lingerie on Valentine's Day, do you all feel an expectation to wear it that night and
we're not going to wear it?
Well, no. Do you feel the pressure to like use it that night, or can you put it in your drawer and say,
"Thank you, honey.
Thank you. Next month."
No. Well, obviously, yeah. There's that pressure.
But is it a welcomed pressure, or is it a?
Is it a welcomed pressure? I think it depends on the effort and the thoughtfulness of the lingerie, because we're just a little transparent here. I think in our earlier years, things you would, buy me, it would just be like, oh, heck to the no. I'm not going to be wearing that.
I don't even remember what I bought you.
It would be like, no, not happening. Because it was just something I wasn't like comfortable in, just, but when you begin to be more considerate, and when we begin to learn each other, because those were early in our years, and it just wasn't things that we were aware about. But as we grew older and more wise in our present giving, then it becomes less pressure to because then I seen that you put thoughtfulness into it, and I really like that. Yes, I'll wear that.
Yeah. You learn each other.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Okay, no more about us.
Well, no, I think that's a really good point, because couples can relate to that very moment. So guys, even if you are going to buy your wife a nice lingerie, be thoughtful, but be open. I mean, there shouldn't be that expectation that she has to put it on that night and something magically is going to happen. It could, but release your wife from that pressure to say, hey, this is just a gift. And if it gets used tonight, yeah. If not, then
And then you give her
Okay.
those puppy dog eyes.
Yeah.
There's been times when we went shopping together, and that was fun.
Yeah.
And we made it a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really quite the adventure. And I remember us being really embarrassed at first, but then we got used to it.
Yeah.
So those are options too.
Yeah.
Like, honey, I want to take you shopping, but a very special store or a very special section of the store.
Yeah.
No, but that's real.
Yeah. Let's talk about what couples really want. That's the title of our episode today is Valentine's Day is more than what you think. It's what do couples really want?
Yeah.
Let's start out by talking about some traps that married couples can fall into, especially on days like Valentine's Day. And I'm thinking about the performance trap. Social media creates a lot of narratives of what you should be doing as a husband and wife, the pressure. I got to perform. Performance meaning I got to buy the perfect gift. I have to spend the right amount of money. I have to create the right environment. And, there's this performance-based type of love that a lot of people experience on Valentine's Day. So we want to be able to help a married couple take off that trap. Don't fall into the trap of feeling like you have to perform because you have to meet a certain standard for your spouse to love you,
for
to
sure.
accept you, and know that your spouse does love you, your spouse does accept you. Now, in saying that, I don't want to say to a husband or a wife that you're not to plan anything. He's like, well, they said at the Favorite Marriage Podcast that I'm not to perform, so I'm not doing anything for you tonight. That's the marriage coaching and counseling that they've given to us.
Yeah, that's the only thing you hear.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there is an element of, yes, you want to honor and please your spouse, but don't fall trapped to performance. I think many times we can compare ourselves even to like other couples. We see on social media, on Facebook, oh, I bought my wife this, 7-carat diamond. And this other guy
You
said,
have no friends that can buy.
I know, but the other guy said, I can only afford 7 carats from the store, from the vegetable. That's my 7 carats. But that's a performance trap. Do you want to speak into that? Or?
Oh yeah, I mean, I've been guilty of that especially, I have learned to stay far away from social media during those times, even during like Christmas and Thanksgiving, like all of those times where there's gifts given, because it's so easy to fall into that trap. Like, oh, they did this. Oh, they did that. Oh, he did this for her, which, those are great things to celebrate. But if you know that you just have an issue with celebrating or having let me reword that. If you have a hard time celebrating other people's milestones, then you should just stay away from them because you're just setting a trap for yourself. And what I mean by that is, are you the person that scrolls through there and be like, oh, look at the roses he gave her. Those are gorgeous. And then you look on your dining room table and it's like,
you got a carnation.
Carnations, baby's breath, and it's unfair. It's an unfair comparison because you're judging, you begin to start judging motive, and you begin to think of, well, I'm not worth him spending $50 to $70 on a bouquet of roses, and you begin to spiral. And there's been those times. I think maybe all of us have fallen into that trap, and it wasn't until you and I, just really begin to love each other in a more on purpose way and just being more open and verbal about the gifts we give each other and what they mean. It just wasn't a problem anymore when we began to do that.
Yeah.
There was just, could create insecurity. And I think when we were at that point in our life, I was very insecure in our love. So as years have gone on and we built that in each other, then you're able to look at social media and celebrate with those people.
Sure. Yeah. And not fall into that
that's
trap.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So not only the performance trap, but I think you touched a little bit upon the comparison trap, which is the second one. You know, we compare ourselves, and, you know, you did a great job at unpacking that. I believe that most couples on Valentine's Day, yes, they enjoy the flowers and the frills and the thrills, but let's talk about maybe what a couple really wants.
Yeah.
And that is
What
true.
you want, what you really, really want. Sorry.
You're going to sing it?
No. I just
Did you
thought-
just say what you want, what you really, really want?
No.
Is that what?
No. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You were going all serious and that's the first thing came into my head.
So what do couples really want besides, you know, all the other frills and thrills? That's just entertainment, I guess, or whatever. But I think what couples really want, Jeannine, and this is not what we think, it's what has been expressed to us, is that couples want to feel connected, they want to feel seen, and they want to feel fully known during this time of the year.
Yeah.
And it's just not during one day of the year, but I mean, what if you and I went on the date and I bought you all the stuff? I bought you the diamond, I bought you the roses, the chocolates, we had a nice romantic dinner, and we're sitting across from the table, just feet away, but you feel 1,000 miles apart from me still.
Yeah.
What good is that?
Right.
You know?
You know what movie just came to mind when I thought about when you were saying that? Is that movie, The Family Man. And you remember on their anniversary, like he totally blew it, right? And then he comes back and he takes her to a restaurant that they probably couldn't afford, and to a hotel room that was way above their price. And she was just in awe, right? And mesmerized by all of this. And she totally told him, "You're out of the doghouse," right? And then like seconds later, she turns and becomes angry with them because there was a disconnect in each other's actual desires and wants for their life, for their vision of their family and their marriage. And it's fleeting.
Yeah. Yeah.
All those things are fleeting. They don't last.
Yeah, because romance without connection still brings emptiness. Like you have all the romance, and you could be the most romantic person, guy, you know, husband in the world.
Yeah.
But if you and your spouse are not connected, if if you don't feel loved and known and seen and you're valued, you can still feel empty even that evening, right?
Yep. Oh yeah. I think when there is the communication between husband and wife of just your real self, you know, and what I mean by that is like, honey, I really don't need another set of earrings and matching heart necklace. You know, what I need from you is, and what would mean so much to me is if you could just help with the kids, you know, or make dinner twice a week, you know, just, you know, speaking your heart's desires. But I know for ladies, we love the gifts and we don't want to like, no, still give me the gifts. But when we just have those conversations about what you really want and need, and you tie them together with a special token and the special day and all of that, those things are going to last a lot longer, and it goes a lot further in communicating. It goes a lot further in the sense of communicating to each other.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking, as you were talking about that, about you have micro moments that are done consistently over a long period of time with you and your spouse that builds that. And then you have the macro moment, which is the date night, the Valentine's Day, right? And so when you're steady and you're consistent with the micro moments of life, you know, the 364 days of the year, then when that macro moment hits, that really enlarges it, right?
Yeah, that's a great way to put that.
So here's a question for our audience. As you're thinking about Valentine's Day, then we'll move into a different topic and we'll wrap it up tonight. When was the last time, maybe you can ask your spouse this question, when was the last time you felt truly, or when was the last time you truly felt seen by me? And that would be a very good question to ask your spouse and see how they respond. And that leads to like the second part, what couples really want during Valentine's Day is couples really want that emotional safety. And we talked a little bit about that, I think just a few minutes ago, but emotional safety is greater than romantic gestures. Would you say that, Miss ex-math teacher? Emotional safety is greater than romantic gestures, or would you say romantic gestures is greater than emotional safety?
Oh, I was like, you lost me with the math teacher thing. And I was like, I did not hear an equation there, but I get what you're saying. The greater than.
The greater than. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Those. Say that again?
Emotional safety
Yes.
is greater
Okay.
than
You lost me in the whole math equation. I was like trying to think in my head.
it's greater than a
Yes,
romantic
yes.
gesture. Yeah.
Yes.
So
Emotional safety.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So having that in your marriage is obviously it's especially during Valentine's Day is greater than just that romantic gesture that you would do for one day. I mean, you would rather have emotional safety 364 days
Right.
of the year than just me trying to come and save the day on one day and Valentine's
Right.
Day and
Save
say,
the day.
save the day, you know.
No, yeah.
You want that emotional safety. And I think that's what couples really, really want on Valentine's Day more than just all the other frills and thrills, you know. I know for us, um, and this is huge. I want to say this because the most romantic thing that I can do for you as your husband is to give you a safe place to land
Right.
on when in life. And I was talking to you about the illustration of a plane. When an airplane is flying in the air and they're going through a storm and they have to reroute and circle or find another place to land. The important thing is to land that plane in a very safe place.
Right.
And that's what I want to be for you. And I know that's what you strive to be for me. And when we talk about that emotional safety on this special day of the year, is really thinking about, am I a safe place for my spouse to land, like that plane that's in a storm?
Yeah, the turbulence is real and for sure. I mean, I think even what we experience today, like we're able to have these conversations like we did today. We have a very busy week. I have a lot of things on my plate. You have a lot of things on your plate. And there was a lot of physical, emotional kind of struggle that I was having. And I felt very comfortable while we were making lunch today to just tell you, you know, hey, can we share our hearts? Like, I really need you to know what in my mind my week looks like and kind of just what I've been struggling with all morning, you know, just like getting up in prayer and going to church and doing all the right things. But sometimes even doing all the right things, there's still a struggle. And, you know, being able to come to you and just bare my heart and shed some tears and let you know how frustrated I am with like just this battle that, you know, just seems like I'm not getting victory over in that day, in that moment. You were able to help me get there. You were open, you listened, and then I think that also opened an opportunity for you
For me to share.
as well.
Yeah.
And I feel like we did. We brought in that plane and we landed where we needed to be safely. And that for me is so much greater to have a relationship on a daily basis like that. And so we say that to say, I mean, I know it's only a week away, but you can begin to prepare your heart towards your spouse. And like Valentine's Day is a great celebration of love. And I love that opportunity that opens, that open door to express love and to, shout about love. But if you begin today, tomorrow when you wake up and you begin to provide those gifts of intimacy, emotional intimacy, that is going to create even a greater day of celebration.
Yeah.
Come November, come February 14th. I was thinking November 8th on my birthday because you shower me with gifts there too. But we're in February.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is it's so good.
Yeah.
I love that illustration.
Yeah. One final thing, because couples are hearing us right now, and they're saying, "You guys been married 30 years. That means you don't have any kids in the home. We got kids in the home on Valentine's Day." And I mean, we don't, but somebody in our audience is hearing us say that we have kids. What do you suggest? And I'd like to share.
We have kids in the home.
I know, but
don't forget our little bird flew back, but
yeah,
she's usually gone.
But I'm thinking, like, what can parents do during this time of the year to incorporate this love moment with the kiddos? And let's share one thing that I like to share if I can.
Sure.
I remember.
You're gonna not go too deep there, right?
No.
You mean like with the kids?
With the kiddos, yeah.
Okay, yeah. You can share.
And what I was going to say is you did a fantastic job. This is all you. Jeannine gets all the credit because she's like the best mom in the world. Just say thank you.
I try. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. You did a great job raising our kids. We did it together, but you did.
Just say thank you.
So Jeannine, you did a great job at incorporating our children on that special day. I remember when our kids were young, when we would have a date night, we would take all the kids with us. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
we'd
done
take
that
them
a few times
to a nice restaurant, and we would incorporate. But we would remind the kids, "Hey, this is for mom and dad, but we're letting you join us. But we also love you too." And it was a good moment to talk about love, talk about marriage, our love, and for them to see us.
And just to love on them too.
And to love on them. Yeah.
And show them what a date should look like and what love in God's arena, because they see it at school and everywhere else. And, it was important for us to show them that.
Yeah. And I think they really enjoyed it.
So
I think you have to just get creative when you got the little ones in the house. I mean, even if it's just simple as going to, like, I don't know if it was Little Caesars or Papa John's, and they make those heart pizzas.
Yeah.
And get a heart pizza, some drinks, and it doesn't have to be pricey. It could just be very, very simple, but get creative and invite your children in on that moment and celebrate love with them as well.
Yeah.
I think that's important.
Well, and this year, the 13th is on a Friday, so you can do something with the kids on a Friday and let them know, hey, it's our turn on Saturday. So even like doing 2 days in a row, something like that, just to include the kids. If you don't have a babysitter, then incorporate them along with that in that day. Yeah.
And if you are a married couple and you are in the Monument, Colorado area, we are hosting a Valentine's banquet. And if you go on to like our website or our social media page, The Favorite Marriage, we have all of that information in there. You can click on the link there for the Valentine's banquet, and we'd love to have you come be a part of that with us and join with us. It's going to be good. And if you need an idea, we took out all the guessing game. We're going to have a lot of fun that night. It's going to be great. And so we'd love to have you a part of that with us that evening. All right. I think in the words of Boyz II Men, we've come to the end of the road with this episode. Any final thoughts you'd like to share with our audience before we sign off today?
I do not. I just really would hope that going into this next week, that your mind would shift away from all of the jewelry stores. I mean, still go there. I mean, we don't want to advertise like from our podcast, like don't buy the gifts. Like the gifts do have meaning. The gifts
Of course.
are fun. The gifts are a token of love. But let not the focus be that. Like make your priority focus giving that just that spiritual intimacy for sure, and just taking this time to do a temperature check on your marriage. And are you using this Valentine's Day as like a rescue mission? If you feel like you are on a rescue mission for this Valentine's Day, back up a little bit and take some time and do what you need to do as a man or as a woman to make it a mission of love and not a mission of rescue.
It's good.
Yeah.
I like that. That'll preach.
You can preach it.
Yes.
Because you're the preacher.
Well, we know that no two couples' marriage is exactly the same, and every couple has a unique journey in their marriage relationship. And hopefully in this episode, we've given you the opportunity to add a couple more tools into your marriage toolbox. And especially during this Valentine's Day coming up in 13 days. Guys, 13 days. Did I say 13 days?
Yeah.
13 days. And so if you would do us a favor, a huge favor, if you haven't had a chance to like, review, follow the podcast on any of our major podcast platforms, we'd love for you to do that. We do also our YouTube channel. So this is recorded live, it's live now, but we do have our YouTube channel where the videos are being recorded as well. So you can check us out on YouTube. We have a lot of fun, and we're actually cheap entertainment, so you'd enjoy that. So if you can do us a favor, like, subscribe, share, that'd be awesome to help us get this content out to more couples, to help more couples in the marriage community. And so, like always, we are praying today that you would experience God's favor
On your forever.
And until next time,
Keep showing up.